This video, this painting, there's going to be plenty of light, and it's by the canal. So I've used some masking tape. You can see the off-white, almost yellow colour, and that's just the masking tape. This is masking fluid, sorry, and this is the Winsor & Newton masking fluid. So it's quite a nice scene. This is Uppermill in Saddleworth, not far from where I live. It's actually in Oldham, and it's a scene that I've recently done in oils. And in the oil painting, I did black gesso, sort of undercoat, then painted on top of that. So there's plenty of light, like I said, and the reason why I'm using masking fluid is just to get the whites sort of sparkle on the water. So I just wanted to share that with you. And I'm using the Bockingford rough paper, and this is the full-size paper. It's 11 by 15 inches, and I've masked my paper to the board with approximately a 40-degree angle, just to let the pigment come down the paper. And I'm going quite quickly. It's quite a loose impressionistic style painting, and I will be speeding things up as well also in the video quite shortly, just to speed things up. So I would appreciate if you just keep watching. Let me just speed things up for you. And if you do have any comments, then please do leave a comment in the comment section. And if you're new to this channel and you like what you see, then please do subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you will be notified each time I post anything new on my channel. So I'm just going to speed things up, and let's just, you can see the whole painting process. I'm just speeding up by 4 times 4, and I will be sort of speeding it up here and there just to help things move along. So it's quite a nice scene. We've got a few ducks swimming in the canal, so I did want to include those. Although I must admit I've sort of lost the ducks in the drawing stage. Once I started applying the masking fluid and the paint, I just popped them in at the end just to add those in. So I'm just using quite a loose approach, just adding, this is quite a nice stage, adding the foliage from the trees. So I want the yellows, the orange sort of colours. This is a photograph that I took probably springtime, autumn. So he had all the nice sort of colours in the trees before they started losing the leaves. So that's one thing I wanted to include, those nice autumnal colours. And he got a few darks as well in the trees. So I'm just adding a couple of layers. So I'm just glazing over the trees, getting those darker tones, and that'll help with the light in the canal. And also the buildings, there's some houses along the canal side, and you can see there's a nice path that sort of leads your eye through the scene, and there's a nice light area. The sky was actually sort of almost white, and so I didn't really add anything for the sky, just left the paper bare. And you can see there's just a nice light in this scene. So I just wanted to capture that as best I can. If I do a good job, then please let me know. Leave a comment, and appreciate a thumbs up. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up. That will help this video to get to more people. So there's a nice bit of grass, bits of moss, and things like that along the canal walkway. And there's actually a few people that I wanted to include on the left hand side, so I'll be popping those in shortly. You can see, I don't know if you can see the people just on the left. I'm just popping in just around, just doing some dark tones around the people just to help them stand out. And then just a dark roof line I wanted to include just to define the buildings and give more sort of structure to the painting. You can see these lovely reflections that are coming down, and the way I did that is, you can see I'm just pulling down with some paint just to get those reflections of the buildings. And so you can see in the water there's many different colours reflected, so I wanted to get that into the painting as well. So you can see I've got browns, yellow ochre, so the buildings are reflected into the canal itself, and there's a nice sparkle of light that's hitting the water as well, which hopefully I capture well as I remove the masking fluid. That will be you'll be able to see the results of that. See, I even did some splattering for the trees, and I'm just adding the figures. So I like to pop the heads in first. So that's just literally a mix of crimson and a bit of yellow ochre just to get a sort of a skin tone. You can see there's a little highlight on the people as well. I think that just makes a nice effect. And then just with a rigger brush, I'm just adding in some final sort of twigs and branches into the scene. And then there's a nice dark shadow on parts of the tree on the right hand side. So it's quite a nice little scene. Do you know Oldham? Have you been to Saddleworth? This is just by, I think it's called Northgate. The path goes up onto a bridge, and then I think I can't remember the name. I've done the painting of this place as well before, from the canal, from the bridge looking down onto the little sort of main street. I'm sure it's called Northgate. I'm not sure, but it's quite a nice scene. You can see the way the light sort of hits the path. There's a nice slither of light through the sort of the right hand side of the scene, through the trees, and I've left the sky sort of open. It's almost the white of the paper. And then just adding in darks on the left hand side. There's a few trees, and there's lots of things growing off the trees and lots of sort of nice things happening there, so I wanted to include that. And then just a nice dark line of shadow from the banks of the canal, and that will separate the water from the banking. So I thought I'd include that as well. Just wanted to add a bit of dark on the path, so that's what I was doing there. And then just a bit of shadow on the right hand side, just a bit where the foliage sort of comes in and almost meets the water's edge. And then I just thought I'd just bring a bit more shadow, a bit more reflections, into the water. So yeah, it's quite a nice thing when you start to remove the masking fluid. You can see, although the only thing is it does leave a bit of a sort of hard edge outline, or hard edge whites, but I'll be going in after I've removed all the masking fluid. I'll be going in with some more darks and just go over those and soften the hard edges here and there. So it gives you a nice beginning. If you want highlights in the scene and you want to use masking fluid, and it gives you that nice, but it's almost a cutout sort of look. But you can do what I'm doing here, is just go over with a nice faint mix of dark, just to soften those edges and bring some more dark by the reflections, and that'll help the reflections as well also to pop. So there we go, that's what I'm doing. I will be adding the ducks in a second. Just wanted to add some more of the reflections, darken up here and there. Let me know what you think, if I've captured the light on the water, if I've done a good job. Let me know what you think. I think I have done. Maybe I could have added more dark here and there, maybe less of the white. I don't know. But it does give you the overall impression, and that's what I wanted to do, just an impressionistic, simplified version of the reference. I just have the reference to hand on the left hand side of my workspace, and I'm just adding in a few ducks here and there. You can see, just pop one, and there's number 2, and we'll go for another one just around here. So there's a few nice ripples coming off where the ducks are swimming sort of up the canal, and there we go. I think I'm pretty much done. Oh, actually there is it's always, when you think you're finished, there's always something that you see. I'll just remove the masking tape, and then there's a window that I have missed, so I'll just pop that in a sec. But you can see there's a nice clean border where I've took the masking tape off, and I'll just pop that window in here. You can see just left a bit of white. It's always good to have a break, so that when you come back you can see what you've missed and some things that you want to include, or even things that you want to take out. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you like this one. Why not give it a go? And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.